You know, if there's one thing you can count on with the show, it's that I will be wearing a sweatshirt like this, and Tup will be wearing his hat. I
Yeah,
feel like that like of
always.
anything about the show, that is what you can. I was just watching the intro, and I was thinking, we have good
We're
consistency
pretty we're
with
pretty
that.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome in everybody to Prep Talk Live, episode 120. Continue to head toward 200, and then we'll head to 300, and then we'll retire or something. I don't know.
Then
Uh,
the pension plan kicks in after 200, I think, right?
That
So
is true.
yeah.
That is true. I'm Casey with Cascadia Dispatch. Joining me, as always, as usual, as most of the time, is Tup the Urban Prepper. Tup, what's going on? How are things? How's your week? 2 weeks in a row we're doing this show. I mean, come on.
We're kind of on a roll right now. Things are going good. I'm working on a video. I'm hoping to, it's the longest video I've ever done. It's over 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
I've never done one that long. So I hope I don't tick off people. But yeah, lots going to be covered in it. But and I'm making my wife mad because I have to use the house for staging. So
What is
when we get
Are there extras? Are there actors? Are
No,
there
it's just a lot of preps that I'm showing. So I'm showing 100 preps, and I told her, hey, just so you know, tonight I got to fill the room up with a bunch of preps, and then I have to take a photo shoot during it, so and get some video
holy?
footage. So
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 you put
she's not.
all 100 preps in one room.
Yes, she's not happy about it. So
I would say mom's pissed.
yeah,
Like
these are more prepper problems that I have to deal with, but uh
Now, was there a theme to the 100, or was it
yeah.
just here's 100? Were you just going through drawers and pulling out
No, yeah,
things?
it's like like I was thinking, I was like, well, what I like thinking in the numbers because it gives me some kind of a theme to do. So like if I had to like have 100 preps that any family they would be in a good spot if they had these things like for a wide variety of emergencies, what would those be? And so I'm working on that concept. So
Oh, very cool. All right,
so
all right.
anyway, but I'm going to be fighting some battles tonight because the living room is going to be filled with 5-gallon buckets and Berkey water systems and all sorts of stuff like that. Some
Real.
hazmat outfits.
That's what's happening in your family room anyway. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like you're saying this is like a new thing, but I don't think it is. I think that's probably pretty standard for the Tup household.
It was funny. I was filming some B-roll footage, and I was wearing this new it's a mop suit, kind of like a hazmat suit, but a mop suit, kind of more military style.
Okay.
And anyway, so my son had some people downstairs, he had some friends from school visiting, and so I'm in this full-on mop suit with gloves and a gas man. They're like, hey, why is your dad dressed up in a hazmat suit? They don't know.
Because it's Monday.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
It's Mop Suit Monday.
Mop.
That's
Anyway,
what we do.
so yeah, working on that. What are some other prep stuff that going on right now? That's the main thing. I'm just trying to get it all under control. But yeah, anyway, it's going good. It's fun.
Well, that's good. That's
I
fantastic.
need to film. I finally got all of my. I think I was talking last week. I'm doing some gas mask testing for
Mm-hmm.
because I have a weird.
Because you enjoy.
Some people play video games. Some people play basketball. I like testing gas masks, and so I have all these.
Isn't there a scene in Pulp Fiction around this or something? Or is that?
Oh, maybe it's been a while since I've seen Full Fiction. Actually,
I feel like maybe you're like Rip and Pulp Fiction. It all
yeah.
just kind of goes together.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to film it, but as you know, in the Pacific Northwest, the weather isn't always kind to us. So you never know. Like I have
Hmm.
a filming day planned, and then it just starts raining. I'm like, oh well, this isn't going to work. So,
Well, so what are you gonna test? Like you're gonna
yeah,
gas yourself? Like
yeah, I'm
what?
going to gas myself. I have a few different gases. I have like a red smoke one that's just like a red smoke, and I have a
Uh
containment,
huh.
a plastic containment room that I'm going to be in,
Okay.
and then I have like tear gas, like for riots, like.
Uh huh.
But I need the mop suit to be working correctly because I don't want to like burn my skin and stuff. Anyway, so and then I have just general
Where
like
did you
normal spray.
get tear gas from? I didn't think
Uh,
that was a thing you could get.
well, it's like let me see.
I mean, you
Let's.
have connections, I'm sure, the underground and all
I
of
just
this, but like
I ordered it online. Maybe it's not tear. What do we call
ordered
it?
it online.
Oh, it's a clear out extraction. Yeah, it's tear gas. Yeah. Let's see. So I got a couple of them. Ooh, I better not
Just
activate it
waiting for it to
live on the
accidentally start
stream. I almost
flying out.
pressed the button. Anyway, so you could get tear gas like this. Yeah, there we go.
Oh my
And so
goodness.
I got to let this loose. It's supposed to clear out a room type thing. So if you're a military person, uh, anyway, that's gonna
Where
be
are you gonna go? How does, because I feel like that's not the sort of thing that like you could go to a park and set up your room and do that because like it's gonna drift.
yeah. I haven't thought that through yet.
And it's gonna stick to stuff. So like it's not like you could do it in your house because
No,
it would
yeah.
stick to the walls and the carpet and everything.
Well, I have this plastic containment room, kind of like a tent thing. I'm hoping it could
Right.
like contain in there, but I also don't want it. It's like clear out gas, so it's meant for like. I don't want the neighbors getting. But I don't. They might not think anything of it because my wife, she does the dehydrates hot peppers and
I feel like they would notice
Carolina
a
Reaper.
difference between hot pepper smoke and Cliff just launched some tear gas in his backyard. I feel
Yeah,
like those two things are.
I might. Now that I think about it, maybe the backyard's not the best filming location.
I'm wondering if there's like like a quarry or like some sort of like vacant land that you, because you've got to also consider that if it escapes, the wind is going to blow it to wherever is in the vicinity. So if you're anywhere near people,
Yeah.
it is going to get there. And
Well,
I
now
feel
now
like
I got
that
to
is a
rethink this.
liability thing
I
you
got to
don't
rethink
want to
this.
deal with.
Well, because I've sprayed pepper spray plenty of times. This is a little bit different, I guess, but
Well, pepper spray is usually kind of contained and it
yeah.
doesn't, it usually
Oh, maybe
sticks. And
maybe the tear gas is
um,
a bad idea. Like I'm trying to think of a good.
whereas
Can we just do
tear
this at your
gas is
place?
a,
Can I do it at your
yeah,
place?
yeah, sure. Come on down.
Okay.
We'll do it in a bunker. It'll be great. Did you just say I think tear gas is a bad idea? Like, no one has
Testing
ever been
it.
like, oh, you know what? Tear gas is a great idea.
Well,
I think
I want to do
Wednesday I'm
for
gonna go
gas fest. I
Pilates
want to do my
and
due
then tear
diligence.
gas and then a lovely salad. Like that's not a sentence.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it like where they do it inside of a car, but you're right, they're like way out in the desert. So anyway,
Yeah, I feel
hard to
like
figure
that
something
is,
out.
a liability thing. But like I'm wondering like could you get a similar reaction if, for example, Mrs. Pepper sprayed the
Yeah,
hell
I've done
out of
that
you?
in the past. Yeah, and I have plenty of pepper spray. Let me see. Uh, sorry, I got stuff all over the place. But yeah, I mean, she could spray me down if
Yeah.
she really wanted to. So
I mean, I
maybe
think she would enjoy it based on what you're doing to her family room. I mean,
it'll
she
be
can
payback
really,
for
yeah,
these things. Sometimes I've accidentally activated them or just like spray. I'm like, ah, crap.
yeah.
So you're thinking that the pepper spray over the clear out
Or
tear
like,
gas.
or bear spray maybe. Like, I'm just
I have
thinking
some bear
about
spray too.
the cloud size that it will create
Yeah.
and the ability for it to move with air. Because
Yeah.
like tear gas is meant to disperse, like it's supposed to float.
If I'm at like an
Whereas
old
like
football
bear
field, would
spray
that
and
work?
pepper spray is directional.
Would that if I'm in an old football field, would that work?
I
I know I love that we're planning out these like
yeah, like
liability
I
stuff.
don't. I mean,
Maybe.
probably better than doing it in your backyard.
Okay, the backyard's out of the question now. So now
Yeah, I
I'll film the red smoke and I have like just a general smoke machine just for so
yeah. I
that's
mean, I think
backyard
that
safe.
the general smoke stuff I think is totally fine.
Yeah.
Like that should be good. The tear gas, though, I feel like,
Yeah.
and this is just the
We know the
oracle
bots are
talking.
listening to us too. They're
I feel like there is a significant liability issue that you are opening yourself up to
okay.
by doing that anywhere near people, even directionally.
Now I'm gonna
So
have to
I
find a
would
good
be more
spot.
tempted to do like
Pepper spray.
I would do bear spray at a football field, just to make sure it doesn't because if it wafts somewhere and it gets either in someone's house or they're walking by or you don't know or like or you do it and then somebody comes and is in the grass after you and it's like stuck to it or whatever, like that
Yeah.
could be bad.
These are again more prepper problems that we got to figure out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Directions of use.
I mean, I'll take over your channel when you're in jail. I mean, that's fine.
These. Yeah.
We'll turn
Anyway,
things around,
so those are
but
the things going on. I'm going to fill the
yeah,
living room up with preps. I got to figure out where to put my tear gas. Maybe I'll do pepper spray for now, and then
I
what
feel
else?
like that's like, yeah, that's like one of those things like you have and you just keep it in like a real safe spot and just never need to use it because if you do, like
Yeah,
that's a
you
problem.
could order it off of Amazon. That's right. I got it frozen. Uh,
You can order a lot of things off of
yeah,
Amazon, but
I was gonna.
me.
And other prepper news. I got a message from Bernie today.
Hmm.
He goes, let's see, where's it at? Hello, he's in Japan right now. So
Okay.
Bernie status check. I know that you guys control the Portland sector
Yeah,
of the preparedness
exactly. But
community.
we've loaned him to Japan.
He says, hello from Japan. Tell everyone that I say hello on the live stream. I've gone through several earthquakes and a couple of tsunami warnings and advisories. And I said, oh my gosh, stay safe over there. And I said, I think Japan's better prepared for those type of things than we are. So then he's showing me like this report of like how many earthquakes and tsunamis have happened. But 6.2, yeah, it's yeah. He sends so Bernie's in the thick of it right now. But he wanted to.
I, I feel like someone hacked his phone.
I don't know. He says it's a little scary, but also interesting. I repacked my backpack as a semi bug out bag.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bernie
All
wanted
right,
me to
so
let
we're
the
thinking
live
about
stream know
Bernie.
that, yeah, think
Yeah,
about Bernie right now. He's in Japan. He's going through earthquakes and tsunamis.
exactly.
But
He's rocking
we've
and
trained him
rolling.
well in the preparedness community.
Yeah, he has lots of good stuff.
Yeah,
He should be
he's on a preparedness
safe over there.
evangelist mission in
Yeah, and
Japan right
hopefully,
now.
Bernie, you make it back
Yeah, we
safe.
need him
And
back. Yeah, because
yeah, exactly.
Portland will just go down the wayside.
Well, at
We
some
don't go.
point, we're going to have a get together. We keep talking about this, so
Yeah,
Bernie, you'll
no,
need to be
well,
here for that.
yeah. My wife says I got to go visit the Oracle, so I gotta
Hey,
do it. It's a,
we'll welcome you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll check everything before you cross the bridges and everything, but then
yes,
we'll welcome you in. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Um.
It's trying. It's kind of, to quote Game of Thrones, winter is coming. So I'm trying to.
Hmm.
I feel like 'cause I gotta relook at some of the winter preps. I had to. I sometimes I run out of like the de-icer type, and so I just refilled my de-icer buckets. So ready because I don't know for me I don't know if it happens with you, but they I don't know how because I feel like they're sealed, but they just turn into this big block, this thing that I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
It's
we've
like was it in water? How's this happening? I don't get it.
yeah. So we got. I mean, we got a thing of de-icer. I don't know, last year or something like that. Um, we had never really had it. We never really needed it. Now the winters, the last 3 or 4, we've gotten big ice storms in Portland, and
Yeah,
so all of a sudden it became a thing now. Um, and my brother lives up on a really big hill. So they get trees that go down. They have all kinds of stuff. So he's got de-icer now, and we were looking at getting him like a little snow plow so he could get his driveway. Um, my car is the only one that can actually get up the hill to go
a
get to him
snowplow.
if we need. Huh?
A snowplow?
Well, like like one of those like walk behind like
Okay. Yeah,
snow plow thing.
that's that's is that a bougie prep? Is that
Yeah, it's probably a little on the bougie side.
most of
Yeah,
us have our snow shovels, but snow plow like
yeah. Well, because he's like they're like up in a little neighborhood, and so um, when like the trees go down, then like nobody can get to like they're not one of the first areas of the city that get cleared. So the last time we had a big ice storm, and there were like 2 trees that were down, and like they couldn't get off of the hill for like a week and a half or something.
yeah.
Um, Once they cleared the trees, there was still ice everywhere. So I put chains on my car, and I could get up there in my Forerunner, um, and get them food if they needed it or anything like that. But their cars couldn't get up and down um, the hill for a while. So we had talked about like getting them a little snowplow so that they could, actually clear their driveways and be in a little bit better shape. Um, but yeah, but down we're in the valley a little bit lower, so we don't get it as much. But yeah, we've got it, and it turns into a brick. That the
I
ice
don't really
melts
know
over there.
like how it happens because one minute it's fine, and then I check it again, and it goes brick mode.
It feels like a thing for That feels like a Google thing. Why does ice
You
melt
let me ask my
um,
let me ask Skynet really
solidify?
quick.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Changing. Oh, that's just
Why does
yeah. That
de-icer
doesn't help. It's giving
sometimes
me
turn
why ice melt
into a
works, but
hard, solid brick when it should be granular?
yeah, exactly.
Question mark. I stored in a 5-gallon bucket, and it seems to happen
Welcome to our
eventually.
live stream with Tup, Casey, and ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT says. Let's see what it says.
Hmm. Um,
De-icer turning into rock-hard brick is super common, especially when stored in buckets. It happens because most ice melts are, oh, this is a big word for me, but hygroscopic. They
oh,
pull
hydroscopic.
they pull moisture out of the air. Once a little moisture gets in, the salt begins to dissolve and then recrystallizes into a solid mass. Here's the breakdown. Okay, so it's absorbing moisture, temperature fluctuations, not fully airtight storage. How to prevent it? Store in an airtight container. Maybe I can't use the normal lids. I have to use the Gamma Seal, I guess.
Yeah,
Add some packets. Keep in low humidity area, not a garage. That fluctuates. Okay. Only open the container when needed. How to fix it? Break.
I feel like if we've learned anything, you need your own complex in the backyard. It needs to
That's
not
why
just
we've
be
been
an
talking about.
office
Yeah,
and a studio. It also needs to be a storage
it needs to be a containment room for
facility.
my tests. I know for.
Exactly. Yeah. That it could be your tear gas zone, and we
Yeah.
can, add some ventilation
I,
to
I
it and
guess if I
everything.
had an Atlas survival shelter underground, I could do the tear gas test there. And
Yeah, Atlas, if you'd like to sponsor,
yeah,
we'd love
this could
to
be a sponsor. I see. Oh,
get
I
a.
see a bunch of comments here on there. That people have some ideas on again. The chat window is different on this version of
Yeah.
Restream, so I'm not used to mop level. Apple. Yeah,
Mhm.
you'll clear out your house. No way that containment room is going to be airtight. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't expecting it to be airtight, but uh, tested it. I protest. Your local police or fire. Yeah, I should ask them. They'll probably. I'll get
We can get you like one of the Portland,
Portland. It should be just.
hazmat suits or
You should
whatever.
be able to do
They're
that at Starbucks. Like that's a normal thing at Portland, right?
they're like inflatable frogs and unicorns and
Yeah.
axolotls and everything.
You could
Fantastic.
buy a car storage tent pretty cheap. Yeah, I have something kind of similar to that, Bro Morse, but
Yeah.
palm pepper
The
spray has
thing
a
I'd be
nice
concerned
mechanism.
about with the car storage tent is the car storage tent is supposed to be like waterproof.
Yeah,
It's not supposed to be airtight.
yeah.
And what you're
No, I'm
talking about
expecting.
with
I'm
the tear
expecting
gas
leakage.
would
Yeah,
require airtight.
yeah. And if I do it in the car, that's gonna be bad. Anyway,
Yeah, don't do it in your car. You'll never be able to use the car again.
yeah. Well, first things first. I'm gonna film this thing.
Yeah,
Again, yeah,
yeah. See how mad Mrs. Pepper gets from the photo shoot, and
yeah,
then decide like what sort of pepper spray, bear spray, tear gas situation.
yeah.
Um, we could get you one of the frog costumes and just put the tear gas container inside of it.
I
That's
like those. There's pranks where people are wearing those inflatable suits and with the little fan thing on the side, and they
yep.
spray like fart spray or something in it. Uh,
Well, there's a video.
and they
There's a
just start freaking
video
out.
at one of the protests with one of the guys. I don't remember if it was an axolotl or if it was a frog,
No, I haven't
and
seen
they
that.
were
Okay.
spraying tear like pepper spray
Oh,
into the fan hole to
oh,
yeah, yeah, that was
yeah. Because I've done a decent amount of pepper spray testing, and but no, that would be rough. That's
yeah, yeah, it was interesting. It was
although I
like,
haven't got
you know,
point blank like with no mask. It's always I'm fully protected, and the testing worked. But for my testing at least.
well, we could put the mask on inside the frog costume and then
Mm,
just spray it in the thing and blow it around in there for you.
yeah, you could seal any storage tent pretty cheap. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I gotta rethink that part. But it's gonna be a couple weeks from now, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I can at
Yeah, I
least be
love the
like,
idea. I
yeah,
just don't love the liability.
yeah. Well, I need to continue doing the live streams and stuff. And
Yeah.
local prepper.
Usually,
Yes,
usually you're in an orange room wearing black clothing, and
yes,
all of a sudden now you're in a black room wearing orange clothing.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very
No,
odd.
that's a Uno reverse on that.
um,
I don't know how else to like what other things that people would want to see to because I think they would want that because like folks that are in an urban environment, like with all like the protests
mhm.
or in Seattle and Portland, where they like that kind of riot type,
Yeah, but
comment.
I
I'm
think
trying to think
you could
what else it
achieve
does.
a
Onions,
similar thing with pepper spray or smoke,
yeah,
because it's really about keeping the particulates out. It's
yeah,
not the type of particulate is not as important as the size of the
that's
particulate.
true.
Um,
Cool. I'll just do my standard test, which is pepper spray and smoke,
yeah, I
and and,
think that.
and I think I've done like incense before. What else? I can film
Well,
all
not
that.
the incense.
Yeah, indoors.
Yeah,
Or I could film all that at where I'm at. Although I think most of my pepper spray is pepper gel. I think now. Let me see.
yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely are gonna want for
yeah.
this
I
to get
like
like
the.
a
I usually like gel because because it's always windy
six.
where we're at.
Yeah, well, and if you're trying to use it for defensive
Yeah,
needs and stuff, like you want it to stick to the person and all that sort of stuff.
yeah. I
What you're
always.
trying to do
Yeah,
is get the particulates out. So you're gonna want more of like a fogger or something.
yeah. Okay, yeah. These are. I'm glad we talked this through. I'm glad I actually
Look,
talked this through you because I could have.
this is
This could have been
the
a
best.
disaster.
Yeah, exactly. We do the best behind the scenes
Yeah,
conversations on
I know that
live.
we're
It's
supposed to.
fantastic.
We didn't really have an agenda, so we're just.
We didn't. We were surprised by just like all of you that we did it 2 weeks in a row. We were like,
Yes.
"What are we doing?" Uh,
MT3TN test the mirror chem tape to validate its ability to seal crack. Yeah, I have some of that chem tape, not on hand, but it's it's going to be in the living room tonight. Uh, that's a good idea. I that stuff I try not to use it too much for testing because it's expensive. But
I think you should do like a layout spread on all of the 100 things. Like put the buckets together and do like a George Costanza sort of thing. Or
yeah, I did. I, I wanted like a good eye candy type. I wanted some B-roll shots and all that stuff. And but anyway, yeah. Because everyone does like the one where they lay on the ground and they get the overhead kind of drone shot of it,
hmm
and that's common photo shoot.
yeah, yeah. I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like Canadian Prepper I think did that
He
one,
did that, but
and
there's someone else that some other family that did it before that. I remember, and other people have kind of
yeah,
replicated it because it looks cool.
yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
Big fan.
yeah,
Um, Speaking of winter, do you? I
yeah. Back to
Winter
winter.
doesn't know what it's doing at the moment because I still have tomato blossoms,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
it's like 50 something degrees here in Portland. I'm like, usually my tomatoes are dead, and I'm still getting like brand new
No,
green tomatoes.
we
And
still have some tomato. My wife is the tomato czar of the neighborhood, and
yeah,
uh, she actually we I was just looking out the at the container because we have a container garden too, and she does have some tomatoes out there. So
yeah, it's just very weird trying to plan out. Although I think this last year I did not do a good job of harvesting, but I did, I think, a better job of laying everything out. So I think next year if I do it the same, it will it will be a fantastic garden year. But we'll
yeah.
see what happens.
I've totally stopped on the potato. We don't do anything for, and they keep growing. We totally abandoned them for like 5 years, and they keep coming back. They're
They will never end.
yeah. They
Never end. Um, I was I so
how are the
I know we've talked
how is
about
stuff
this.
on your end? I know that I've been blabbing about all my
It's
pepper
good.
problems.
It's there's been just a lot of I feel like sometimes and maybe it's just me, but like you've got like your normal like work and like family stuff and everything in your like your brain. My therapist calls it cognitive capacity. And it's like usually like okay, you can do that. And then there's like some extra bandwidth for like thinking about like preps and fun projects and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like over the last 2 or 3 months, there's just been so much noise in our life with just life stuff that it takes up that ability to be like, oh, hey, like prepping fun projects or prepping regular projects or anything like that. It's more of like the house is flooding or, the kids have 14 practices or whatever. Um, so I've been trying to kind of get into like start to do some laying out of lists and things like that, especially heading into the winter. Um, but I haven't done like I feel like I've got a bunch of projects that I had started, but it's time to like do the maintenance on them and
Yeah.
like getting like I had this my whole like AI setup where I was like consuming documents and organizing everything digitally and like I made a really good start on it and now like there's new stuff and I need to put it in the system but I've forgotten how I did it the first time so like I have to go back and read all of my notes and figure out how to like put everything back in. um so there's that. I think I'm starting to see all of the holiday sales and things that are starting to get released, the Black
Yeah.
Fridays
Yeah.
and all of
Any
that.
any things you have on your radar for
There's
Black
some.
Friday?
I'm dabbling with the 3D printer idea. I'm dabbling with that one. Um, I think there hasn't I haven't seen anything that I was like, oh my goodness, like have to.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I think the biggest thing is having the list of things that you might need, and then when the sales come out, you look to see what's going on. I know,
Yeah.
like
My
Best
radar is
Buy
for
launched.
I'm keeping an eye on the freeze dryers for.
Oh yeah, well, Costco.
Yeah.
Costco has the freeze dryers.
Well, last I went to Costco, it was back up to the price that it was maybe last year because like a few
Hmm.
months ago, it was like down to 1,300 or something like that, and which I
Yeah,
thought, and I almost wanted to do it then, but yeah. So I'm keeping an eye out on this. That
yeah. The freeze dryers would be great. I'm going back and forth on the 3D printer thing idea. Like, I feel like that could be a really cool prep to have for just a variety of reasons. Um, but I'm going back and forth on like which model and all of
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. But a bunch of them are going on sale. Um, but yeah, I kind of have like the running list of like things that would be interesting to add. And I think once you get to a certain level of prepping, like you've got the basics and you've got the next level, so you're not really looking to like wholesale like, oh, we're changing out all of our sleeping bags and all of our tents and all like it's really more of if there's something that you want to add, one or two things. Um, so yeah, but also it used to be that it was all Black Friday, and now everything gets
Cyber
released and the
Monday,
sales start
the week. Yeah.
earlier. And there's like an
It's
Amazon
not
Prime
it's not as
Day,
special
I
as it
think
used
that's
to be.
happening in like a week or something. Like
Yeah.
so,
I'm trying to
um,
think if I have anything else on my to get type list. I don't need another backpack
yeah,
or a flashlight. I probably don't even need like a power. The power bank it's kind of oversaturated right now, so I don't
yeah.
need
I'm
more.
trying to go through a little bit more of, and it was slow. I was hoping to make a little more progress over the weekend, and that did not happen because life happens. Um, but trying to go through and clean out more stuff. Just uh,
Yeah.
thinking about like what do we really need? What do I really want? I've been watching a bunch of like minimalist TikToks and reels and things, just trying to get in the right mindset about it. Um, so yeah, so I'm kind of working on like old studio stuff. Like I've got the all the lights and all of the stands that I had in my old studio that I never use anymore, and I thought
Yeah.
I would hold on to. It's like okay, all that stuff needs to go.
I used to have the old
Um,
school lights and the big I
yeah,
don't know
the
what they're
shadow
called.
boxes
Yeah, the
and
shadow boxes. Now I just
mhm.
even though you could see the donuts in my glasses, but I just do that, and even these are kind of like they're kind of in the way, but
Yeah, I've got little. I mean, I don't even use them because the lighting, the overhead lighting is okay.
yeah,
Um,
so I have like
but I've got like other front lights and things, but they're just smaller, and so I just kind of miniaturized everything around my desk as opposed to having the big lights that I had in my old office.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, but there's that. Then the Star Trek: The Next Generation Enterprise Lego set is
Oh,
launching.
That's big.
Black Friday. So that is on the preparedness list. We must have that and acquire that. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much um, kind of where we're at. I think I'm going to get a new computer, just
Yeah,
upgrade the cycle. But
I'm half tempted to get one eventually too, because like mine's about 5 years old now, and I could think it could process some of the 4K stuff better. But I'll try to see if I have any
yeah,
other preps that are nearby.
when I switched from my old computer to like one with a, did you just have an actual graphics card, like a
No, I just use
like
a
an
Mac. I
Nvidia?
just have a MacBook Pro, and
Oh, okay, yeah. So um, yeah, I went from the MacBook. I've got like a MacBook M3 or
yeah, I'm
M4, I think.
I'm rocking the M1. So
Yeah, but even the M1, when I got my M1, the first one, it was way faster than like my
oh yeah,
standard
oh yeah,
computer. And so, yeah, when you can do 4K and it takes you 2 or 3 minutes to render a video as opposed to an hour or 2 hours or whatever, it's a gigantic difference.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I've got finally got my wife is now on a MacBook, and and my son is too. So and it's a lot more peace. My wife isn't worried. She don't have to worry about a lot of the stuff that she used to with her in her Windows days. So
oh, you mean like viruses
yeah, all
and
that stuff. Like, I don't think she even think about it.
yeah, yeah, my wife has a Mac, and then I've got a Mac, and then our son got a MacBook for high school stuff, and our daughter is, we're trying to figure out when, she's still on a Chromebook for the
Yeah,
most part, but at some point that'll need to get upgraded. But the gaming PCs are
yeah. My
still
son has
in
a gaming has
existence,
a
and
pretty nice. He probably has the nicest computer in the house because he has a fancy gaming system
yeah, exactly.
with
So
all the
that's a
lights and all the. It looks like a spaceship. But
fancy. Yeah, they're fancy.
yeah,
You gotta love that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think, I'm looking around my office too. I'm like, what do I have? But yeah, I think most of my stuff has actually been going the other direction. Instead of acquiring, I'm going through a little bit of a purging cycle at the
yeah.
moment.
I've been renting a dumpster like once a year now, and I just dump a bunch of stuff. Unless it's something that I'll donate stuff to like charitable places, and then if there's something I should sell, I'll probably do that on offer up. But a lot of it's just like everything that I buy. It's just eventually it'll get to the, the dump, the
Yeah,
dumpster.
exactly.
Basically everything.
Um,
Anyway, that's like a once a year thing, but we normally do that in the summer.
yeah, should split it with the neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, they usually wait till I'm done, and then hey, can I put in this couch? And they sure. I do it for, but we don't charge them either. We do it for
Yeah.
but we're networking with our neighbors, so when zombies come, that they'll remember that I let them use the dumpster a couple times.
I feel like though, if the zombies come, like you would have the upper hand. It's not like they would need to be doing you favors.
That's
I feel
yeah.
like you're gonna have all of the things. Like they should be offering to get the dumpster and let you use
Now we're talking. I like this.
it. Hmm.
Yeah, we need to talk more on this kind of because yeah, that's right. During
Yeah,
like peak COVID, I was going around the neighborhood giving N95s to the elderly neighbors
yeah. You had
because they
toilet
didn't have
paper
any.
and
We
N95s,
were
and
we
they
were
were giving
TP
you
rich. We
wine,
were
which
yeah
like
we were
wine is great, but also like,
yeah.
come on now.
Again, the exchange rate for wine to TP during that time was 4 rolls of toilet paper. A roll of toilet paper per glass of wine, 4 glasses in a bottle. So 4 rolls of toilet paper equals 1 bottle of
Which
wine.
is fantastic because usually isn't it 5 glasses in a bottle?
Well, we pour up here.
Heavy
We pour
pour.
a little. We pour a little heavy up here.
That's true. That's fair.
Portland, Portland might be 5, but
It's a little. We're a little daintier down here.
yeah,
Where it's a
yeah,
lot more wine.
yeah.
Um, but all right, everybody.
I
Well, I
haven't seen
think that,
any other comments coming in, so
yeah, I think we
they're
have
like,
reached a good spot.
yeah.
For a show where we had really no points, I feel like we did a really good job of
Actually,
having
we
no
talked a
points.
lot of prepping stuff. We talked me out of getting in trouble.
We may have saved
Uh,
you from jail. That's a
yeah,
good thing.
we talked about and even worse than jail. Mama's pissed at you. Like
Yeah,
that's still on
exactly.
the table for tonight.
Yeah, good luck with the
We
photo shoot.
we
Good
talked to
looking.
Skynet. We talked to Skynet about
Yeah.
how to properly store de-icer. So now I got
Yeah.
to move it like in the house, I think. So and that'll hopefully solve that.
Well, and get an airtight thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go get the I'll go get the Gamma Seal maybe even tonight. Get that going. I'll store it
Yeah.
inside in the so it doesn't have temperature fluctuations, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. I think that would work
I
out.
think we
I
got
think
a
that's
it's
good.
pretty good. Pretty good. We got a lot of stuff done.
We're in good shape. We're in
Yeah.
good shape. All right, everybody. Well, we will see you next week. Are you good next week?
What's next week? I think so.
All right.
Let me
Well,
see.
then we'll see you all next week.
Let me talk to
In
AI
theory.
really quick. Am I good?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure.
If you ask AI if you're good,
Yeah,
I am just dying to see what the response
yeah.
is. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great night. Bye.